Okay. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below. As usual, this video is entitled When the Baby Boomer Bubble Burst. Say that fast 3 times. You know, I've spoke about baby boomers enabling and making bad decisions and having a culture that trickle down into this dysfunctional culture that we have that we think is normal now. But uh, what is to be said right now is baby boomers are really taking care of a lot of people. It's not just, people think about ballers. The ballers got all the money. Usually the ballers in your family are the baby boomers. The older folks, right? That's who house people living in. That's who's able to give you their old car, right? That was who was able to give you money and finance some of y'all to go to school and stuff. Some of the people who taking care of your damn kids, baby boomers. Some of the people who letting you live at home when you too goddamn old to be living at home, baby boomers. And I've seen this happen before when I was a kid. But I think it's going to be different because, like I said, what happens when the baby boomer bubble bursts? Because back in the day, I remember when, your granddad died, and then grandma got the house and the cars, and then the grandma died, and the lazy ass kids inherited the house, and then they never took care of the property properly, or they sold it and they bought dumb shit, that type of stuff. And then everybody went to the old, oh, I deserve this, I earned this. They had the consummate fight for the money between siblings and fight for the property. And people, some people wind up going broke with lawyers in succession because they fought over the money before they even had it, to the point where they didn't get it when it was agreed upon that what everybody would get, because lawyers took all that money with the arguments, right? But I think this is going to be different. I think when the baby boomer bubble bursts this time, it's going to be more than just money and property and people just wanting to kick it. I think it's going to be worse on that front because of everybody's this normality of social media stunting, where it took keeping up with the Joneses to a whole nother level, right? But I also think the baby boomers have a vaster variety of skills than everybody else. Generation X, millennials, whatever you want to call it, right? Because they had to do things that a harder way. Some people in my generation, Generation X, had to do both too, and gravitated along with technology. But we don't have the money that baby boomers got. I'm just keeping 100, right? But there are a lot of people in my generation, and some people that's older than me, who still don't have it together. And the reason they don't have it together is because they're still living off of their parents or the baby boomers in their family who allow them to be failures in life, whether it's out of guilt or pity. Whichever one you want to choose. But that's the problem. Like, to me, that's the major problem, because at the end of the day, you got to take it into consideration that when these baby boomers die, not only are you going to have people who don't know what to do with money on 10, which is going to be worse than the generations previously that did that, because there was no Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook to show everybody how you fucking off your inheritance, right? But also, the baby boomers enabled so many people that they didn't learn anything, so they have no. So when they die, the people under them, they don't have really much knowledge to impart on the generations under them. And it's crazy because it's an information age, and you would think you wouldn't need that type of knowledge because you could just pick it up on the telephone. But I hate to break it to you, it's the information age, and the information people are looking for is some bullshit. They're not looking for real information anymore. They're looking for sucker shit. So I think it's going to be worse because of that. I also think that because of that, and as BGS would talk about automation, and I talked about before opioids, and politics right now, and even race relations and all that other stuff, there are a lot of people in Generation X who, and the millennials, or there are a lot of soft individuals who can't handle life, and they're gonna crumble under the pressure of being the patriarch of the family or the matriarch in the family, because they just really just been living a life of arrested development and able to just exist because some people use their kids as a crutch to get baby boomers to help them. Some people used whatever trauma that they never got over as a crutch. Some people just were scam artists, and some people were just straight up just failures who people's like, look, man, we don't know what to do with this. That unfortunately, baby boomers did not throw out. Everybody was welcome. It should be some people that are not welcome. So, that's a problem. And now you're going to see a lot of these people, no skills, an inheritance that they're going to just blow. Not going to take care of their own children's future, not going to be able to teach their children anything. And it's going to be a clusterfuck. Because manners are at an all-time low. Like as people say all time like me, as if I was here in them other times, but whatever. But, stuff like that, I think it's going to cause a major, major problem. Think about it. The things that baby boomers know how to do that they don't do anymore are all things of the past. Like, the things that they would do on a regular basis is a novelty. Like, if you can't sew your clothes back together because, that's a novelty. Now, you got the things that we're going to have to pay to do, or for people to do, or pay to relearn, that was at our disposal in our own house. Like, the way it's going, to be perfectly honest, man, I can see in the next 10, 20 years, and this might sound silly to some, that people ain't going to know how to cook no more. Because I see all these prepackaged meals when I go in the grocery store. And everybody, and it's like pushing people to it's not microwavable, but it's already cooked, and you need your meal prepped for you, and it's like, that's gonna be a business. I can see that as a viable business in grocery stores, and that'll be the next fast food chain is just meal preps. Can I get a number one? Can I get the salmon and the green beans? With a biscuit. Because when the bubble bursts, people going to be like, Grandma used to do the cooking. Grandpa used to cut the grass. They used to lend me money. I don't know where to get the money from. I I don't know what to tell you about your college fund because I don't know what happened to it. You spent it. You snorted it up your nose. You shot it through your veins. You was in Dubai 17 times last year wanting to be a boss. That's what happened to their college fund. That's what happened. You know what happened. You know, that type of stuff, right? So man, I think it's gonna be a really a crazy thing sooner before later when shit hits the fan. And not to mention, you know, when these baby boomers get sick and you got to take care of them, good luck. I think some baby boomers been fighting their ass. They'd rather die. They'd rather die. And these motherfuckers can't take care of me. Just let me go. Just let me go. You know, had their ass drowning in the tub like on Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Just, you know, just messed up. But that's just my thoughts, man. I'm out, man.